Okay, here we are. This is Anpie back with another horse drawing tutorial, or should I say sketching tutorial. This is the reference. It's a photo of my horse. Hurrah! That's the only time you'll see it, so just go back and pause it if you need to. You'll need paper and a pencil. Yay! Excuse me while I mess around with the camera, trying to get it to stay straight. Or not. There we go. Stay. Right. Referencing really does help, okay? I'm not just doing it for the hell of it. Okay. Just draw what you see. I'm going to start out with some simple shapes. Okay. This doesn't have to be terribly accurate, okay? This is just to make sure everything's roughly in proportion and that it'll all fit on the page. Because I see no end of people draw like the head in ridiculous detail and then not be able to fit the back end of the horse on the paper. I mean, that's very silly. What a waste of time. So, just a couple of minutes to block in all of your horse. It's not going to kill you, is it now? Might even be helpful. Right. Now I use dots and sticks for the legs to represent the joints and the long bones. So if I try and draw them all at once, I get in a big mess. Trust me, I just do. I have practiced drawing horses quite a bit, and while this method might not suit you, it suits me. I might as well talk you through these joints in case you don't know that much about horses' anatomy. That's the knee, or the stifle, that's the hock, and that's the fetlock, which is sort of the same as your knuckles, and that would be the hoof. And then at the front you've got elbow, forearm, well, yeah, and then the knee, which is the same as your wrist, cannon bone, which is the same as your hand, fetlock the same as your knuckle, and then the pastern and the hoof is basically your finger. And I have another back leg to draw. We wouldn't want a three-legged horse now, would we? Oh, another common fault I see a lot of people do is for some reason they draw quite small bodies with enormously long legs. And what particularly annoys me is when people draw the cannon bone longer than the forearm. That's just wrong, it really is. Okay, now I don't normally do this, but you can use circles to help you get the legs the right width, but I actually find that does more harm than good. Just something you could try. Right. Once I've got all my stick legs, I add some detail to them. Well, not really detail, still very, very, very simple, but, you know, slightly less sketchy. And remember to keep looking at your photograph and draw what you see, because what you see is probably different to what you remember. You only remember 20% of what you see, so keep going back and looking. Am I talking garbage? Probably. Anywho. And I still wouldn't go into major detail on anything in case you have to move it. or resize it. But at least we know that it's all going to fit on the page, which helps. Heads. I see so many people draw the head far too big. Just look at the photograph. Try and get it the right size. I know big heads are cute, big heads are pretty, but it's just not right. Now remember this little bump at the chin. Eyes take practice, and a lot of people draw them in different ways, and there's loads of tutorials out there already for eyes, so just practice and find something that works for you. Now what I do kind of make up as I go along a bit is the mane and tail. Just use loose flowing lines and it will be fine. It just will. This horse has quite a short mane, so don't go over the top. And a tail. And the top of the tail actually has a bone in it, so make sure it follows the line of the spine, not like up there. Unless your horse is very hollow, or is an Arab or something. Anyway, this isn't the best drawing in the world, but I'm not that great at talking and drawing at the same time, and if I came back and did a commentary later I would forget what I was thinking. Probably, maybe. Now once you've got your basic sketch, you can run with it and do whatever the crazy hell you want. There. You see it? I hope so. I don't know what else to say.